What up, Mikey's crew? What you good from Michael here? Happy 4th of July to everybody, even though this video is coming out a little bit after the 4th. Hopefully you all had a great Independence Day. We're starting off Independence Day with a tradition here in Richland, and that's the 5K run. In the past, it's been...
10K.
And 10K. I almost forgot about the 10K. 5K run and walk and 10K run. So in the past, this has been named Lindsay's Race. I believe it was that for 10 years. Then it was the Pace for Poverty.
Which I have the shirt on today for.
Now we've got the Rose Run, if I can get the shirt open here. The Rose Run, back to the blue. It takes place, of course, in Richland on the 4th, and it's in loving memory of Officer Collin Rose, who was a graduate of Gull Lake High School. He was tragically shot and killed on November 23rd, 2016, just a couple days before Thanksgiving. He was a K-9 officer over on the east side of the state at Wayne State University, and he used to be a police officer here in Richland. That's where he started, and like I said, he was a graduate of Gull Lake in the year 2006, 1 year before I graduated. So I did know Collin, so it hurt when, you know, I found out the news about that. And I played basketball with his brother Curtis as well, knew him in school, and so we've got a lot of runners here today. I mean, the most that I've ever seen for this race. Last year I think we had maybe 200 runners, but because the run this year is for Collin, we've got a lot of people coming back that knew him, that graduated with him, parents that knew him as well. We've got close to 700 athletes here today to support Collin for this run, which is just simply amazing. We're all glad that everyone can be here. We're glad for this beautiful morning to be able to run this race too. We've got perfect weather, comfortable temperatures in the 60s, little light wind, and it's bright and sunny, of course. Now the race course has not changed for this race. It's the same as what it's always been for Lindsay's Race and Pace for Poverty.
You're in by our house.
Yeah, we start out right over here, right by the playground, right in front of the track, and then we'll head out to the road. And then we'll head. You
make a left
on
and you
M89.
Go straight. If anybody's been to our house, you go past our house and down Foxwood.
You go down D Avenue, make a left on Foxwood. Once you get to the end of Foxwood, if you're doing the 5K, you're going to make a left on DE Avenue, cross Gull Road. Then you will make a left on 32nd Street, and then you make one of your two right-hand turns at the light, coming back up M89, and then right back into the same spot where you started, and then you finished.
Right there. That's where you finished. And
now,
hopefully Michael will get first place in his age group.
Yeah, which will be tough today because from what I looked at, we've got close to maybe just a little over 30 people in my age group today. That was counting people that pre-registered. There could be some that showed up registering today, which might put it even closer to maybe 40 people in my age group. We'll see how I do. Got people in from all over the country. I know I've seen people register from Illinois. Some guy last year beat me in my age group who came from Minneapolis. So everybody here enjoying the 4th of July. We'll show you our sponsors on the back too. What? If I can get the shirt straightened out.
Basically, I think it's the same sponsors as the things on the back of my shirt.
Yeah, probably.
Most
it's a
likely.
nice blue shirt, and by the way, I'm number 716 for today's race. So it's going to be a little bit emotional, I think, for a lot of people at the start of the race. But then once we get going, you know, of course, we're all running, we're all walking in memory of Collin. We've got lots of police vehicles, emergency vehicles up near, right where we're going to head right out to the race course. Fire truck over here too. So I wonder if they're going to be kind of pacing us out there on the whole course, or if they're just going to kind of be lined up here.
Well, some of them might block off the road because you got to cross Gull.
We've got a line of flags here right along the start line. You'll be able to see them better once we get out there and you see the start and see the finish area. But those are special flags.
Basically, the flags look like this.
They're not
if
red,
we can
white,
see
and
it.
blue. They're blue with the white stripe and the dark blue line in there as well.
That's what the flag looks like in a lot bigger form.
And I almost forgot to mention proceeds from today's race. I believe are going toward a scholarship fund that's being set up for here at Gull Lake High School, where a student that's entering either the criminal justice degree, EMT, or firefighters, they will get a special scholarship for them because, of course, Collin was a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll do it for right before the start of the race. I'm going to get ready a little bit before. We've got about 10 minutes before we start the race here, and then we'll be off and running. And I'll be back hopefully in about 20 minutes and 30 seconds. That's my goal today, 20:30. I hit 20:40 at the Raiders stop, so now it's on to 20:30. We'll see if we can do it today. It's a little less humid than what it was Friday, and don't have to deal with that rain. And also coming off of a race, you know, only being able to rest, 3 days, that kind of can be a little iffy, but when I do my intervals and then I have a race, it's about the same amount of rest time, so my legs should be okay for today. So we'll see how it goes. Talk to you guys a little bit later.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1.
Full start, full start.
Go, Michael!
Get in there, doing it. Hold it back, hold it back.
And they keep coming and coming and coming and coming. Good luck, guys!
Thank you so much for all your support during the Collin Rose run.
That's the way to run it, guys. Woohoo! Yeah, man, what are you doing? Here comes the walkers. And some more runners. That's a lot of people. Oh, God. I know. Right. That's a lot of people. Okay, guys, this is the flight for Officer Rose. It's not an official American flag like you usually see. It's black and white with blue, like I showed you in my wristband. So that's another Roman. Okay, so there you go, and it's all along here. You can see them. Every single one of them are that color. And then you also have the emergency vehicles. Hopefully, may you rest in peace.
It's gonna be close.
I'm looking at our entrance list.
Run, Michael!
Come on, Michael!
Michael, run!
16 pages long.
Come on, Michael!
Run!
Come on, Michael!
Go, guy behind you!
Michael! Come on, Michael!
Oh! Now beat out by 2 people.
2054. David, that is.
Good job, good job.
Run faster on over off of 40th Street.
Okay,
Number
Michael.
688.
54? 2054?
District
51. Yeah.
St. John, Indiana, 11 years old.
All right. Done with the excuse me. Done with the Rose run. I'd say the race went pretty well. It's just so amazing. Before we get into the recap, for a small town like this of Richland to have this big of a race, just looking out. Not everyone's back yet. There are still definitely runners out on the course, still 5Kers, 10K. None of the 10K runners have come in yet. But to have basically around 700 people here for this race is incredible. Just the support that everyone's given to the Rose Run, to support the memory of Collin Rose, to support his family, all of his friends, his classmates, the police officers around the area, firefighters, EMTs, is just simply amazing. Because like I said before, last year we had maybe around 200 people maybe a little over 200 for the Pace for Poverty. And now we've got 700 plus runners here. Now the race went pretty well, I would say. I mean, I ran a little bit slower than what I did at Steve's Raider Stomp. I ran about 12 seconds slower than what I did there, which, I mean, is okay. You're not always going to run, you know, the same time you do every course, because each course is different. With Raider Stomp, it's basically flat all the way. With here, you have a couple of inclines that you have to deal with in the third mile. Now, that's not going to slow you down too much, but, you know, it just still, you got to remember, it depends on who you're racing against, and weather, and like I said, the course. But basically, we didn't get off to a fast start. I mean, like, I mean, it's like there wasn't like someone that went out to like a huge fast start. Like, usually you get like a 16-minute, 17-minute, you know, pace for the first place runner. Well, I noticed, like, right in the beginning, before we got in the first mile, it's like there's no one running that pace here. And so I was pretty close to the lead pack. I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna win the race. I wasn't gonna try to go for the front and win. But definitely, like, I knew that my time would probably be pretty close to what the winner was, which they ran 18:44. I ran 20:52, so just a little over 2 minutes slower than the winner, overall winner. I think I was top 15. I started, I think, out in the top 10. I ended up, I think, top 15 overall. Now, I did end up placing my age group, so I got third. I got third in my age group. I have not won and got the award yet. I don't think they're handing them out just yet. But when they do, I'll make sure to show it to you. So I started out maybe a tad too fast, I would say. There was one runner that was near me who passed me, and I think he was telling this little guy who was running with us that he was on about a 20-minute 5K pace. And I should have just ran with this guy, because I passed him within the first half mile of the race, and he was going at a pretty good, comfortable, fast pace, and I should have ran with him, because he would have ran right around my time that I wanted to be. He said he ended up 20:27, and which would have been right where I wanted to be. So I should have tried to run with him. Instead, I passed him. I mean, I felt good the first mile. When we were going down M89 and going on D Avenue, I felt pretty good. I didn't look at my times again until I got to the end, but I had a 6:21 first mile. And then the second mile got a little slower. It was 6:49. Now, that probably is a little too slow. But, I mean, I still didn't feel too bad. I mean, when we went across Gull and down 32nd, I could definitely feel my time was slowing down. There was a couple runners that ended up passing me. I felt like I got a little bit of a side cramp, not bad, but enough maybe it hindered me a little bit. I tried to pick up the pace once we came back out on the M89 with a half mile to go, but I think I tried to stride out too much instead of pumping my arms. And that's what I always do when I speed up, it seems like. I always seem to, instead of, you know, kicking my, you know, legs faster and pumping my arms faster, I seem to always try to just kick my legs faster. And I gotta get that in my mind, like, no, you gotta use both your arms and your legs. So maybe if I, you know, move my arms faster first, then my legs would follow. And instead I'm trying to do a reverse order where I move my legs faster and then try to do my arms. So I think I need to do it the other way, where I do arms faster and then legs faster. Because then when we came back down, past all the police cars, past the fire trucks, and then we're coming to the finish, I definitely felt like I picked up my pace a little bit, but it still wasn't that great of a kick. And I definitely should have been picking up faster in the last half mile or so. So I got to work on that. I mean, that's the thing with every race, you know, there's always something to work on. But I'm still satisfied, you know, placing third in my age group, probably top 15 overall, like I said, running a 20:52. That's still really good. So we'll show you the medal coming up. I mean, I had a lot of fun, like I said, out in the course, you know, no issues whatsoever. There were some signs out there for you to see. There were people cheering you on. It was a great morning for it. Couldn't ask for better weather. Just maybe wanted a little faster time. Like I said, my goal now is to try to run, you know, a 20:30, get back down to that. So I need to work on that a little bit. Work on, you know, closing those mile times or maybe starting out a little slower. So one of the two things we're going to have to work on. But I mean, still a great day to run in the memory of Collin Rose, support the Rose Run, and enjoy the 4th of July. So I don't know what my next race is, actually, to tell you the truth. I mean, I don't know if there'll be another one in July here, because I wanted to do the Kindleberger Run on July 15th, but there's not been any open registration online for it, so I don't know what's going on there, if there is going to be a run or if there's not going to be a run. And since I don't know if there's going to be one, I don't know if we'll have that race or not. Otherwise, really, my next run will be the State Games of America, which won't be a 5K. It's just going to be a 1,500 and an 800 meter run. It's going to be a track and field event. Kind of like the Olympics, they hold a bunch of different events there besides track and field. Different places around the Grand Rapids area. But my next one might not be till Strides for Health in Allegan on August 19th. So we'll have to, stay tuned and see if I do the Kindleberger Run or whether that's not happening. So I'm gonna go down and get my award, and we'll show you that. We'll close off the video. So we'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Here's my medal that I got. Collin Rose Run Back to Blue. This is 3rd place. That's why it's white around there, not bronze. It's white. Well, the medal's bronze, but they have different ribbons on it so you can distinguish 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So that'll do it for this video. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe for more content and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description below. So next time, it's Michael out and over and out. Mikey's True, you guys are the best. Take care. Hopefully you guys had a great 4th of July. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.
And Mom, where are you at?
Bye.